see lovely faces and really amazing producers, amazing DJs, and people who are really doing stuff for the industry. Yeah, I'm really honored. Thank you for having me. And I'm looking forward to learning more from everyone. Sante.
Oh, awesome. We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
Here. So Victor Mwindi.
Yeah, hey guys, Victor. You just call me Vic. I go by the artist name Kimino. Yeah, I make mostly like melodic house, that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Really great honor.
Good. Oh, you're done?
That's it.
Oh, that's it. Okay, DJ Rachel.
Hey everyone, nice to see you all again, some of you. I'm a DJ and producer, music producer from Kampala, Uganda. Right now I'm based in Los Angeles, California. I make a lot of Afro house tunes. I do, I like to do anything that comes to mind. I like eclectic, I remix songs and yeah, stuff. So reach out to me anytime. Nice to see you all.
Awesome. Yeah. Does the next person need an introduction, really? Who doesn't know DJ Coco? Who doesn't?
My name is DJ Coco. Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me for these sessions, and I'm glad to be a part of the program as a whole. We just recently concluded the beginners sessions, and I can see a lot of the ladies have signed in and are watching and following through. So it's really encouraging them and them seeing like the process. Getting used and familiar to Ableton is just giving me a lot of joy right now. I DJ, I produce, and I make films as well. So anyone need a music video, shout out to me. Thank you. Very cool.
Right.
Right.
Awesome. Next we have Munyasia.
Hey, hi everyone. My name is Munyasia. My actual name is Victor Munyasia. I go by the name Munyasia. I'm a DJ, producer of electronic music as well as abstract music. Well, I refer to it as abstract music, it's just me expressing myself through music. I make house music too, and I'm really glad to be here.
Awesome. Nice to have you on board as well. James Lur. Is it Ler or Lur?
Hi everyone. My name is James Ler. The R is strong. So I'm a DJ, producer. I make Afro house. I also work with a collective with friends called Legacy Music. So I'm so happy to be here with you all. Thank you.
Awesome. Nice to have you as well. Melody.
Hi guys, my name is Melody, actual government name. I produce some stuff. I don't really have a genre yet. I just produce anything I feel like as of now. But yeah, so and that's what I do. It's nice to see all of you guys. Yeah.
Nice. And lastly, we have Monra.
Hello.
Hi.
I am Monria or Monra, but I prefer Monria. And I am a DJ, producer, and recent creative coder. And I make experimental music, but DJ-based techno. And I am happy to be here and nice to see you all. Yeah, shall keep it short. Thanks.
Good. Nice. Now at least that we've got acquainted with each other, collaborations are going to be many, Cindy.
Yep.
Collabos. Yes, no? Okay. Now,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
yeah. Because I'm very sure we have so many people who are strong at doing some stuff, maybe mixing, maybe strong at composition, arranging, sequencing, and so on and so forth. So if we shikana together, we can make something major for this industry, you know? Is there anyone else I've left out? No, actually. I've done. Do I need to introduce David? Or rather, does David need to introduce himself?
I'll say a quick hello. I think a lot of you know me. I'm David Tinning. I'm a co-founder and director of Santuri. It's been, as Emma was saying, been a delight to work over the last couple of weeks with on the beginners class, the Simmer class, and I'm really happy to see some other familiar friends and some people that I know I've always wanted to meet but haven't quite met yet. So I'm really happy to be a part of this. And I just want maybe just give you a quick overview of how the course will develop. You've probably got the course outline. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week, and then Monday and Friday next week. We've got a really amazing lineup of tutors, all very sort of specialists in very different skills. And I really hope you get a lot out of it. I think there's a lot to be taken from this. So yeah, I'm just really happy to see everyone here today.
Good. Thank you. Before I introduce our speaker, there's a link that I've been sent on the chat that I would love for everyone to fill in. It's more of a survey. So whenever you get time before the class ends, please go through the survey and fill in, and then we call it a wrap, you know. So I'd like to introduce our tutor for today, the one and only, the legendary KMRU.
Yay. Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, I think I know most of the faces and most guys. I think I've not met Kadao in person, but yeah, the rest I think we've met. And so I'll be taking over today's session. My name is Kamaru, Joseph Kamaru, and yeah, I'm a sound artist, or yeah, that's how I call myself, or that's how my art is, working with sound as my main medium. And I'm also a producer and field recordist. And right now I'm based in Berlin. I'm not in Nairobi, and I'll be here for some time. I'm here for my master's, and yeah, so I'm super excited to like share my knowledge and insights about collaboration, and because this is something we've been doing, like most of you have been attending the Nairobi Ableton user group that we've been doing with Lou and the rest of the guys who come, and it's also a way of collaboration. So today's class won't be sort of making music or I'll just show you tools that I've used and examples of like different ways of collaboration, and also hear your experiences of like how you've been collaborating like during this time. Yeah, so basically that's how I'll approach this session. And maybe, yeah, should I just like take off, or is there anything? Cool.
I have a quick one.
Yeah.
I sent a mail to everyone in regards to Kamaru's class.
Okay. Yeah. Let me jump on that. So, I don't know if you guys received a mail from Mike. There's this software application called Audio Movers, and yeah, I'll be sending audio from my Ableton, I'll use this because of like the whole latency and everything. So if you check the mail that Mike sent you, you can just download the software and install it just like a VST and put it on your Ableton. Yeah. Let me send the link.
Yeah, KMRU. Is this the one we were using that day?
Yeah.
Awesome.
But I don't know if yours has expired. Because you can get like a one free how do I send? Oh. When you download it, it'll save like a VST. So you just install it on your folder where you have your plugins. Then I'll send another link where when you click on the link, you can either listen to the audio from my Ableton on your browser, or you can like put like the audio. Should I show how to do it, or you can do it? Maybe
you can show. Actually, you can show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just share my screen. The host needs to.
By the way, which email is that where you have that?
Mike.
Sorry?
Which email is that where you have the VST?
Okay, let me just share my. Yes, David, you need to enable me to share my screen. Yeah, I'll just share how. But I've posted the link. Okay.
In the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically this is the software. So you can just download it, and yeah, you can get you get like a free 1 week, like maybe 30 days or like 1 week. So when you download this, it'll install as a software, like a plugin. Then when you've installed it on your Ableton, just click it installs two. So there's listen to, it installs two plugins, one called listen to, and the other one is listen to receiver. So when it's installed, you can either listen to, if I send you a link, you can listen to like my Ableton through the browser, or if you want to listen like inside your Ableton, you can like drop down the listen to receiver, and from there you can just listen to like my audio through Ableton through this plugin. Yeah.
I'll probably go off for a few minutes because my computer is gonna restart as I install the software, the plugin. Sorry, but I'm gonna be back. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, welcome, DJ Shock. Can you hear us?
Does it show up as a listen to plugin.
So how to, let me show you when you install it, there's these two plugins, this one. So the listen to and the listen to receiver. So the listen to is this one where I'll just share this link when I log in. Then I copy this link. This link is what you paste on your link, like the session link, and I paste it here. So this link here is when you connect, or if you can't like make to install like the plugin, you can just like click on the link and you can listen to the audio through the browser. That's like the options. Yeah.
Yeah, KMRU, do you want to turn up your mic a little? It's a little quiet. And also, if everyone else can keep themselves muted, in the meantime, it reduces noise. Thank you.
Yeah, and maybe when you just like done installing, you can just like share a thumbs up emoji. Yeah.
Are we all good? Or should we give you more time to download and install? Awesome, awesome.
Anybody finished?
Yeah, all good, all good.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'll just proceed with my session for today. I made up. I have a presentation that I'll show you, and just like an overview of like collaborating like in like the digital realm and the situation that we are in. You can see my screen, right? Oops. Yeah, so just minimize this. Yeah, so basically today's session is about collaborative creation in like digital realm, and I have a very short presentation about collaboration, because I feel like collaboration is very key, and like it's very vital for us musicians or artists in production or in whatever we do. At some point you'll just end up making music, with somebody else or with another tool or like an instrument or like just different things that can help you to become or have a different perspective outside your own comfortability. And there's always like a push and pull sort of in collaboration, mostly with different people. For example, if you're in a studio in person, not online, then you're making a bit with somebody and somebody has like different opinions and maybe you have something different. There's always that you come to like a realization that, yeah, you just need to sort of balance and make something together. It's usually exciting, and like there are usually exciting collaborations that can happen, making music with somebody maybe who you don't know, or like not having an like determined goal that, yeah, this is what you're going to make, and it turns out to be successful. And yeah, I wanted to show you this maybe before I show this. Yeah, maybe I show this video. It's about because I'm focusing more on the digital collaboration right now, and I don't know how you've been approaching collaborations since Corona happened, or like this year or even before. And there's so many tools that have been developed, like the one I just sent you, like the audio movers, is only recently, because online collaboration, there's this question of latency. I don't know. Yeah, I'll explain about latency, which is super important in online collaborations. And yeah, also like in live performance or performing live online, there's a question of like delay with audio. You can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Okay, cool. View and yeah. So basically, like in online creations and like collaborations, for example, if using like audio movers and me and somebody else maybe from the session wants to make a track together online, like in real time, we have to like connect through the internet and like link our audio so that when we play something like on a DAW, and like for example Ableton, the person on the other side can hear like my audio output, maybe without latency or without a delay, or like a very few milliseconds of a delay. And that's the latency is, maybe I can explain what latency is. So like reading my notes, like latency refers to like short period of delay, usually measured in milliseconds, between an audio signal that enters a system and when it emerges. So like the easiest way, I'm sure most of you experience this, when you connect a MIDI keyboard or maybe a guitar or an instrument into your audio driver or like sound card. When you play the instrument, or like when you press the key of your keyboard, there's usually a delay. When you hit the keyboard down, the sound is delayed kidogo before the output comes out. And now that's like the delay that happens. Musicians usually cop this while performing live, because there isn't like so much delay, or when you hit the key, it's not like it's coming a second, it's like less than a second. So musicians, like if you're performing live in like in stage or like a performance, this is like coped. But when you're sort of improvising or doing a live performance online, this can really affect you, or like it's not really real. So there's this delay, and this is because of like, for example, even right now when I'm speaking, there's a millisecond delay before you receive my audio, like what I'm saying. And in digital like audio, I can explain this more using sort of Ableton to show you how like there's this delay when when you're recording something from an instrument into your Ableton, because it's going through your sound card. So like, you know, the signal chain that when I have a mic, like this microphone is going into my sound card, then the sound card is going into Ableton, then back into the sound card into my speakers. So this whole process and its cables, this delay, and there's a way to like reduce it a bit, but not like fully remove like the delay. And the best way also to explain this, maybe I show you this slide here about okay, maybe let me go back here first and show you my live. So like in live, this is something that I actually learned this year, and I knew about it, but I didn't do it well recording like instrument inside Ableton Live. So like there's monitoring in Ableton Live, where monitoring is like, it means passing a track input on the track's output. I'm just reading, suppose you have set an audio track to receive an input signal from a guitar. Monitoring then means that the signal from the live guitar is playing, actually live guitar playing actually reaches the track output via the track device chain. And in live, there are like 3 ways you can monitor. So there's in, auto, and off. When you're, the best way maybe is just to open live and show you. Stop sharing, then I share my Ableton screen.
KMRU.
Yeah.
One thing, for the sake of the ones who joined in later, do you mind redoing the whole setup afresh? The one for listening audio from your end to our end.
Okay. Let me make my Ableton a bit big. Okay. So before before the session, like during the session, at the beginning of the session, I asked guys to download Audio Movers. So Audio Movers is the share Mozilla. Yeah, this software. So you just download it, and when you download it, you install it as a plugin inside Live. So the way you install a different plugin from if you buy or if you get a plugin, or if you share for a plugin, you just install it the same way. And when you install the plugin inside like your computer, you get like this. You get this listen to and listen to receiver. So this is what you'll use. You just like drop this listen to receiver on your master, or like anywhere, I guess. And there's a link which I'll share when I create a session, and this is the link that you'll be listening to my to my audio from Ableton. So for those who have downloaded, let me just like make a new like session, maybe 3, then I start transmission, then I copy this link, then I share with you on Zoom. Okay, I have to stop sharing then. Yeah, so this link that I've posted in the chat, you just click on it. Or if you've installed like the listen to, you can wait first. So if you click on the link, it'll bring you like a web browser. Then it'll show you start listening. You can either listen here, or if you have installed it in your Ableton, you can just you can just load this other one, listen to receiver, then post then like paste the link here. Then when you paste the link, you say connect, and it's going to connect with my Ableton. So that's how you do it. Maybe I hope you understand right now. For those who like missed, I think it's Nabalayo, I'm not wrong. Yeah, so basically,
sorry, hi KMRU, it's Emma. I'm not sure if it's my mic. I mean my speak, but I can't hear you clearly on the mic.
Is anybody else not hearing me clearly?
I don't know. Maybe it's my phone.
I don't know.
It's a bit low though.
A bit low.
Ongeza input.
And now?
Still a bit low.
Oh, really? Is it still low?
It's good now. It's good now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just go back to Ableton. Yeah, so let me just play something, then let me know if you can hear my audio.
Yeah, it's loud and clear.
Let me play this. No. You can hear, if you can hear the sound, right? Okay.
Yes.
But like anyway, I wanted to talk about this section here. Yeah, this like monitor. So there's monitor in, auto, and off. This is like when on like default Ableton, monitoring off is usually like the standard, and how I understand it is when you're monitoring off, you're monitoring, when you're monitoring when it's auto means automatic. It's when Ableton is committing like the latency inside live and also recording everything with that. So for example, if I record like a guitar with auto on, so for example, if let's say I have connected my guitar here, so see everything is just on. So for example, I've connected my mic on this on like channel 1 and 2. So if I let me record myself. So when I record myself, it's also recording with the delay from my mic to the sound card, then back to the sound card like that. Then for example, turn this off, then I record one with the auto when it's off. Oops. I just want to record my voice. Yeah, so this is recording when like the signal, there's input coming in and it's also recording, but this is not like recording with the delay. And when maybe okay, maybe the best way to do this is to record the same like twice. So I'll record this with the auto on, like this, then this one with the monitoring being off. I'm still getting the same. I'll still mute them so that I can't hear back like my voice, but the signal, there'll be like a few delay. So I'll record both of these together. I don't know how I'll do it. Yeah, I'll 11 and 12. Yeah, so I'll hit record, and so when I'm speaking, it's recording both of them, but like 11, the monitoring is in auto, and 12, the monitoring is, it's looping. Let me record again. Yeah, so I'll just record myself speaking in monitoring, like both like in auto and in off. And yeah, I just want to show you like the few delay. I don't know if it'll show, because it shows well when you're recording maybe percussive instruments which have transient, and you can see. But anyway, let's see if it's going to show. So this is what I've recorded. I'll just minimize this ones. And zoom in. You can already see, like from here, there's like when I was recording off, this one had already like, there's this amount of delay, and maybe let me just play them back. But it'll be better if it was an instrument, but it's my voice. Yeah, so I'll just record. Yeah, so then this one. Yeah, so I'll just record. Visually you can already see that there's a delay, and this is something that maybe is not usually told or said in live. So for example, if you're recording a guitar and you think like you're on the point, there's usually a delay, and this delay now while performing or like even recording something inside Ableton usually affects how it sounds. For example, or you have to just come inside live and move, and maybe move like the one which is delayed so that they can match with the other one. But so what I've been doing when I learned that because I've always been recording with auto, like monitoring in auto, I record both of them so I can have this one with the effect and everything, and have the other one with monitoring being off. And I'll just like delete this one and use this, because this one is the one that doesn't have any artifacts or like delays from the system. Yeah, I think that was important for me to share, because now also, for example, if making a beat with somebody like in real time and online, and I'm sharing the audio, like we are sharing the screen, and when maybe I'm recording my guitar playing live, there'll be this delay, and I'd have to maybe move the audio file so that it's in sync. And it's even worse when you're performing. So when you're performing live, and maybe you're performing live online in an online situation, there's so much delay that you have to compensate. And you can do this by, maybe I can show this on my next slide, which explains buffer size. have you understood the whole auto and off situation? In is like easy to understand because in let me share my screen on Ableton again and explain in for those who maybe might not know. In is basically, for example, if I want to record this, nothing here. Okay, I'll just drop a sample. Maybe drop this loop, and in is more like an aux inside Ableton. So if I want to record maybe this loop here, yeah, I want to record this like this percussive loop here, maybe with effects. So I'll create an audio track, this one, 8, then I'll monitor it in. So it means it's monitoring from somewhere, but right now it's monitoring from my sound card channel 1, but I want it to monitor or like to receive input from maybe another audio track or like MIDI track. So I'll just choose 7. And when I click here, I can record, maybe let's say I put an effect on this drum, maybe a chorus. When I hit this, yeah, when I hit record, yeah, it's going to record or like monitor this audio signal from channel 7, and it'll be here. So I'll have to turn this back to auto so that I have now this recorded track with the chorus effect. Yeah, I don't know if you've had, even when I'm pausing, like it's taken so much, like there's a few delay because I pause and there's still some sound delaying. And yeah, that's like how you monitor it in. But like the most important ones are like auto and off, which are huge when maybe recording or even sharing audio with somebody else. But like you can reduce this by, let me share my screen again. Yeah, you can reduce this by buffer size. And buffer size, like how, like I saw this and I thought this might be easy to explain. So when, for example, when I open a YouTube video and I have a really fast connection, when I open the video will load, like will load before playing, and you have this sort of playhead and how much video has been preloaded, and this is the buffer size. In audio, like maybe how I can relate to buffer size in the video context is, think maybe of your audio stream like as an internet speed. So like slow internet, you can see that the playhead as well as the video has been loaded. Like fast internet means bigger like buffer size, and the playhead like won't run into problems. So if you have like a huge buffer size in audio, it's like the difference. So people like on Ableton, they'll put a lower buffer size to reduce the latency so that you won't have much like delay, but like the lowest possible buffer size available in your audio hardware, thereby keeping the latency to minimum. And this depends on this on your sound card or like settings. And on Ableton, when you come, oops, let me share my screen on Ableton again. When you come on your preferences and audio, there's usually this section that says latency, and there's buffer size and input latency and output latency and the driver. And this can be changed on your, depending on your on your sound card. For example, my sound card, I can change like the buffer size outside Ableton. So when it's like when you hear you can't change it, it means maybe you haven't connected to like your audio interface. But like the lowest, you can either try 128 or 256. Maybe I don't know if I change my buffer size, it'll affect the audio, but let me try. So I'll change my buffer size to the most, maybe the most highest. Yeah, so okay. So I've changed my buffer size into 1024 samples, and this, if you have like a really maybe powerful machine and you're playing with so many people, the higher the buffer size, like the more, the less maybe processing your audio will be. I can try this with this test tone. So for example, I'll just use this tone, and you'll hear maybe the difference. I don't know if you can hear this tone.
No, it's not audible.
There's no audio? Okay. So basically what happens, when you put like a very high buffer size, you start hearing like crackles, like the audio signal breaking up. And when I put maybe a very low to try and reduce as much delay as possible while playing an instrument or playing an audio file back. But like initially, or like the relative or like the default is usually about for like 100. Yeah, there's no need of changing these numbers. If I put 48 like 1,000, like 48K, it doesn't change the quality of the audio signal. Yeah, so basically this is just to like reduce like the delay of your audio signal. There's a way you can compensate this inside Live manually. On the very bottom right down here, there's this D. This D means delay, and if I'm not wrong, yeah, show or hide track delays. So for example, I'll just do another voice recording, and I'll delay my voice. Like here is where you're really doing compensating like your audio manually. So if I hit record, I don't know if this works for voice. Yeah, so basically I'm reducing like the voice. But this one doesn't work with the voice. I don't know. But yeah, so here, So for example, when you realize it mostly affects like MIDI instruments. That's what I realized, not with audio. When I'm playing a MIDI keyboard or an instrument, then I realize that when I'm pressing the key, it's taking so much time. I can come here and try and compensate how much delay is being affected. There's a way you can calculate like how much delay is happening and try and compensate that with the values here and sort of move your audio. So when you play, it'll take some time before it like you can hear it back, or when you hit like a key, it'll record earlier so that you can compensate the whole delay, because the buffer size and the sample rate section also tries to compensate. That's why there's like monitor auto and off. It does this manually. Like Ableton has this delay that sets it on, like when you're monitoring in auto, it has its own delay compensation that it compensates for you, and that's not what maybe you want while you're recording vocals or a guitar. So I'd recommend maybe recording like an auto and the off together at the same time. Then you can delete the auto and then you use the one without the delay, with the delay from Ableton. Yeah. Hope you can sort of understand this with this visualization of like YouTube and loading audio. I'll just go back to my short presentation. Yeah, just in like online collaborations or like working on music online, there's like 3 instances that happens. Mostly there's the real-time situation where you and the other person are on a Zoom, or you're connected online and you're making a track together while connected, and you're seeing each other's screens and maybe making changes at the same time in real time, and you're connected. And the
KMRU,
yeah.
Just a second. Do you mind changing your buffer size? There's some cracking sound that's coming from your end anytime you speak.
Okay. Has this been happening since I started speaking, or just now?
Just like a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do 512 or 128.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted to change the buffer size because I need to affect audio. And right now?
It's still there. Keep talking.
Yeah, is it still there?
Yes, it is. One more thing, guys. As KMRU is trying to set up his side of the audio, there's a survey that was posted in the chat. If everyone could please fill in the survey, that would be amazing. Thank you. Whoever doesn't have, let me repost the link again to the survey.
Is my audio still crackling? I don't know. My
It's
voice.
a bit better. It's a bit better now.
Okay. So, I don't know what screen I'm sharing. Share screen. Yeah, so this is the real-time situation where you and your collaborator are like online together in any platform sharing audio, for example, maybe Zoom, which is like the most common. And maybe the pros of this is like you're in communication and there's like immediate feedback, and yeah, it's like you're in person because yeah, there's only a few delay with the other person. Although if you have maybe if you don't have like a stable internet connection and you're trying to make something together online, this real time isn't like really efficient for collaboration. And yeah, so there's like possible timing, the timing quality is like the whole delay and the network situation where maybe it crashes, and maybe you're recording this session of you making the track together. The offline situation is where maybe you've already pre-planned what you want to do and you're working on a project when you're offline, and you can record this and then get back online and share your ideas or like the projects you've done, then go back offline and continue developing on your track. And it's more of like you making something, then go back online for like feedback, then you continue like the track in an online offline situation. And the most common one is like file sharing, where maybe just create a Dropbox and or like a Google Drive, where when you make a track, you upload this, maybe the stems on the server or whatever online on the cloud, and you'll be downloading the sounds from there and maybe making a track from there. And it all depends with maybe your location or where you are, or even how your internet connection is to approach like collaboration online. And for me personally, maybe the whole offline and the file sharing works best, because even right now I'm having like I'm experiencing like technical situations where maybe my voice is like becoming bad or something, or like it's breaking, and I have to like, and having this while collaborating online and trying to figure out ways to resolve this while you're in a creative flow isn't really like exciting. Yeah. Then these are just like tools that I found that can be used to like in the online, mostly online, and most of these are like apps which you can download on your phone, or not on your PC, but on your phone and maybe iPad, or like, yeah, mostly phone. And you can use this to, for example, like the top line one, you can record audio like in high quality and send this audio maybe through Google Drive or even WhatsApp. And it's better like a recorder than maybe the phone recorder. I think I shared a link with all this application with the links where you can download them, and most of them are free, because right now there's so much development of the softwares to for guys to collaborate online. Then there's like cloud-based, and this is mostly this one's mostly for like online based DAWs on the cloud, where, for example, Splice, I don't know for how long ago, but you can, if you link yourself and your collaborator on Splice, when you're working on a project, maybe on Ableton, you can upload the files on Splice, and the other person can download the files, and you can have like a very seamless two-way like through when working on a project together. And there's also BandLab, which is also similar to Splice. Yeah. And there's an example of maybe, I have only 2 examples, but there's more. This collaboration I did with Contours, and we did this on Zoom, but it was very tiring. Oops. I don't know. What screen are you seeing? Are you seeing, don't know what screen I'm sharing, but yeah, the whole process was on Zoom. And this project by Rhythm Lab, we had to create the track.
You're sharing tools and terminologies.
Okay.
Sorry, and technologies.
I can see examples.
Oh, here, examples, and you can see so basically, yeah, the project, we had to create a track within a day, and we started making the track from 2. I'd never collaborated online, like on Zoom. Like this was an online, offline, like it implemented like the 3 collaborations. And so we approached this not knowing what we were supposed to create, but we had to like finish a track by the end of the day. So, and this is when I realized I can't share my like direct audio from my Ableton through Zoom. I don't know why. And this is when I learned about audio movers, where I can use it to send audio. So basically, I think I'll just show a snippet of this. Yeah.
I am knackered. I don't know about you, I am absolutely battered.
Yeah, it's still bad. Hello, my name is Joseph Kamaru, KMRU from Nairobi, Kenya. Currently based here in Nairobi. I produce ambient music or experimental using field recordings and sounds which I collect from everywhere. Yeah, and use that like as a tool for my composition and collaboration also. Having to create like something from nothing with someone else is usually can be challenging and also like very interesting, because you never know what you can create, and it's always an exciting like process.
My name is Tom Burford. I make and produce and release music as Contours. I am currently on lockdown in my home in Manchester, in Chorlton. I feel like collaboration is always a really interesting way of exploring new grounds, getting you to try out new methods and just kind of seeing what comes out as a result. Whilst I've done a lot of collaborative work before, I've never collaborated in this manner. It's always been with people in the room, so this is going to be a pretty interesting process, I think.
Lately I've been experimenting a lot with like 140 plus.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do a little 140 tip actually. That could be quite fun. I feel like there's a lot of scope in that.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, right. Well, shall I get a few little ideas down, and then I can email you some bits on WeTransfer. And then maybe try and record some parts over on the congas. So the first pattern, the one that I sent through, is this. And then just started developing like a little second pattern, which I've not recorded yet, but I'll do a couple so we've got a bit of variation. But so it could be something like this. 2. And then I'll build that up as well. But you've got complete scope to remove any one of those individual parts. So it's recorded, it's 13 channels in total. The first 2 are master left and master right. And then the rest of them is every single one of those instruments broken down into different stems. So if there's bits that you feel like don't work and you want to take those out, or you want to add a little bit of structure with what you're doing, then feel free.
Okay. I'm thinking of like a super more experimental direction. It doesn't have to be like,
No, that sounds cool. I'm up for like whatever you. I'm kind of interested to see what you do with that. Nice.
I didn't like do so much, just like layering them, see what can work. Yeah.
I like the sound of that kind of like harsh arpeggiated element to it. That's pretty cool.
So we had like 1.5 hours intermission of working and then Zoom calling each other and sending each other stuff, which was also super interesting that you have like a time frame of 1.5 hours to write something which has been sent.
I don't know how you feel. I definitely don't think that you can replace collaboration in one space, like human collaboration, with online collaboration completely. Like for me, if I was able to be in Nairobi and be in the same room with you, or if you were able to be here in Manchester, I think that would be a nice way of exploring those sounds more, because you've just got like more time. It's a lot easier to communicate.
Yeah, being in the same room usually helps, because you like share ideas very fast and record like snippets of sounds and stuff and see what works and what doesn't work. Yeah. It's 140 BPM, lots of percussions and drums, and lots of analog sounds from my Korg. Yeah, I'm super happy with what it came out and looking forward to like listening back to the fully finished arrangement and mix.
So these are the bits of the Voodoo recorded, which I think sit really nicely alongside Joe's arpeggios. And then when you put it in with the kit, even use this zither. Oh, if I can find it. There's your space echo. And that is the zither. So we ran the zither through the space echo and got some kind of really nice ethereal textures out of that. It was really nice because I feel like that the outcome is not the kind of track that I would necessarily make if I was just going to jump into the studio on my own.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, it sounds like that's the same for you as well. Like,
yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same for me. Yeah.
You know, this is probably an opportunity that wouldn't have arisen had it not been for the pandemic. So, you know, obviously it's an awful situation, but I think it's pushing people to experiment with interesting new creative ideas and collaborations. So yeah, thanks to Rhythm Lab and Reform Radio for putting this together.
And yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, I don't know if my audio is still
don't know if my audio is still crackling again. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. So yeah, that was like a full day collaboration I did with Tom, and this was very interesting. And Tom having the background of like lots of percussions and drum rhythms and very, yeah, he uses lots of drums and percussion in his music, and us not having like an intent to like for like a very specific goal of what we want to create by the end of the day. But it's something that I usually know that if I have to make something sometimes, or like most of the time, I have to finish. And for collaborations, it's usually interesting because, yeah, I've been in a studio with somebody, and there's this connection that happens when you know in person. Remotely you can try and send back and forth, and you don't know if the person likes a sound or if the other person is interested in this, maybe this plugin or this synth. But if you somebody in person and making a track together, it's easy and even sometimes a bit difficult to, yeah, to make. You can even take longer because you're trying to like create this connection or like bond, and sometimes it's usually very exciting that it just sparks, and the whole studio session with the other artist or producer friend, or it becomes super seamless. Yeah, and that the collaboration with Contours ended up very, like, for me it was a huge learning experience being online, but it was tiring because you're on your screen the whole day sending stems and back and forth and waiting while the other person is creating. So there's this approach that you can take. This is my last example, and this one is different. This is more of a performance, and yeah, this one is interesting because it's, I think there were maybe 12 or 8 artists, and all of them are improvising at the same time, and they had linked their audio using audio movers, and they were being sent to like one main channel, which is now stereo, and this is what the output. And the good thing with also the software that there isn't so much latency or like delay, so it's a bit seamless and bearable compared to maybe doing it over Zoom or performing over Zoom with Zoom audio. Yeah, that's like so basically all the artists were improvising together, and so like a live improvisation, some like this one, where there are more than 2 persons collaborating or like creating something together. They planned it, not like planned it like they knew what key the only instruction is to know the key and the beat, not even BPM, the key only. Then from there you can develop something from there, because this is all improvised. And I was thinking maybe if you guys could like set up audio movers, we could try this maybe some time, but it might be hectic, because I've also seen a question that being posted if like the artist had like the paid version of audio movers. And yeah, it can still work with the free trial one, where so basically there's maybe a host who all of them are connected to this one laptop, and everything is being recorded there. Yeah, I think I'll stop sharing my screen, and yeah, maybe if you have any questions before, because I wanted I've written like some names, and maybe you can go into like small, like 3 3 groups, or maybe 4, like 3, then you can just like do something together. It doesn't have to be finished, or like you can conceptualize an idea that you can, maybe 3 of you, or I've put like the names, I'll share the names, and yeah, you can just try and have one person connect, have one person, just you both of you just trying to like share audio from either one of your Ableton to the other, and the other person, or like linking your computers, like because I know all of you in different places. You can try and like link them, and just maybe even share a track and listen to each other's track. That's like maybe, and give feedback on maybe a track that you've done, and sort of in that situation. Maybe I can share the names I've written. And if you have any questions right now, you can just ask.
I have what was probably a very stupid question, but I was wondering whether Ableton Link, does it only work on like a Wi-Fi network, or is it possible to use it across the net?
I know I've tried it once and it didn't work. But I know it's more of like a Wi-Fi network. I don't know if the update allows you to connect with somebody who's away or remotely. And it's even better if you're connected with like an Ethernet, or if you're in the same space and you want to link your computers together, that might work. I'm not sure if it'll work with somebody who is remotely here. And also I shared the link with the tools, the different like mobile apps and cloud-based collaborative tools that you can download and just check them out. And so these are the names. Because we are on this, okay, a little before groups, because Avalai and Jackie joined. Sorry if I spelled somebody's name wrongly. Maybe I can join one group. Yeah, I think that's it. Then there should be like the groups. I don't know how to go about that, and could be maybe 10 minutes or even less or more. Is there somebody who is creating the breakout groups?
So do I need to make breakout rooms here? Okay, I don't quite know how to do that, so bear with me. Does anyone know off the top of their heads?
Emma.
Kavaru, could you please repeat what you're supposed to do?
Oh, it's just
with the groups,
having this remote experience. And so if you're in a group, for example, you're with DJ Rachel and Munyasia. So if either of you have like, and you can run the audio movers, you can, because I think in breakout rooms you can share your screen. I'm not sure, but yeah, it should work. And you can even just share your experiences collaborating online. It doesn't have to be like do something, like create something. No, it's just having a conversation about your experiences, or even try and share a track using audio movers and see if you can like link and use the tool. Yeah.
Yeah, Kamaru, I think I'm not sure where Mr. Luther is.
David, I sent a link. I sent a link on how to create breakout rooms.
Okay.
There's an icon. There's an icon which looks like a window. Should be on the top left or top right.
Looks like a window. Speaker view, no. Screen gallery view. I don't see it in the webinar. Shit. You see, I'm just wondering whether it's breakout rooms are for meetings and not webinars.
Okay, let me see how to help you out. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Or maybe while you're trying to figure this out, if any person has any experience or interaction, maybe during this time or before, how you've approached collaboration or like just collaborative experiences online, or what worked for you or what didn't work for you. I'd be interested to hear if people, like for example, my experience with Tomia, it was exciting, but like it was super tiring, like just being on the screen the whole day. And yeah, but like the whole experience and learning, like the technical bits about like Zoom, and yeah, because it's very, yeah, it's just tiring like being online making music. But yeah, it's fun when you're offline and not having to connect, because even I realized when you're making, or even when you're performing maybe on your laptop or performing live or even a DJ set and you're connected to the internet, there's usually like some issues. So it's even better to be offline when you're performing or like doing a DJ set if you're using your laptop.
Yeah. There's a DJ set I did on YouTube once, and it was like a few seconds, like the sound would reach the YouTube page 5 seconds after I was like hearing it out of my software. So I just want to ask, I mean, the latency issue with DJ gear as well, because I'm approaching it from a DJ's perspective. It's the same thing, right? With Ableton and monitoring it, changing the settings while you're monitoring your sound and figuring out the latency. Is it the same as using like booths? I mean, what are they called? Monitors, studio monitors, I guess. When you set up your DJ stuff.
I think for DJing can be like the hardware side, and maybe
Mm.
helping on this, and also like when if you're using a laptop to play, there's also like the technical side of your laptop. I've just remembered there's this, let me share my screen. Oops. There's this software called Latency Mon. And DCP.
Need to go louder again, Kamaru.
Let me. Yeah, so okay. Oh my. Share my screen. Yeah, there's this app called Latency Mon. So, and your machine, like your computer. So for example, they usually have like so many drivers and processes, and there's a way you can like turn stuff like off. For example, your USBs are always on, and you can turn them off if you're not using them. For example, if you're performing, and they usually also take much of like they count up to like the delay, because even when you plug in your like MIDI and everything, there's usually so much delay that's happening because there's so many processes happening. And there's this time my previous laptop was so lagging, like everything was just delayed. And there's this it's like you can check like the system's latency or like delay, and it's free. And so it's called Latency Mon, and it just like scans your system. If there's any like delay, then when it finishes, or like for example mine is fine. There's a time this one, like the highest reported DPC was somewhere here and it's like red. And even when you're playing audio maybe from YouTube, there's also a delay, and that shouldn't be happening. And when you come here at maybe processes, where is it? Yeah, drivers. Here they usually show you like the numbers, and all of them are at 0. So if, for example, if you download Latency Mon, then you run it and check your computer and see like if the highest, for example, the first one, they'll be the same. And this number is more than 1, or like if it's more than 1, just know that there's so much delay and like system lag in your computer that you can like disable or like remove. And yeah, online you can just check how to do it. But like, yeah, you can use this Latency Mon. Also, for example, Coco, I don't know if you're using your laptop to perform, or you just using hardware.
I use hardware when I'm performing. Yeah. So.
If it's only hardware, I don't think there'll be so much like delay.
The issue
comes in the like the video side of delay.
Yeah, it's because I was trying to run it through Zoom, and Serato does not allow you to send sound directly from the controller, so you have to revert it back to the machine, and then now through Zoom. So I guess I was also using the laptop as well when it's set up. Yeah, but this is really cool. Thank you. I'll download it.
Yeah, and there's also this other one called I don't know what you can, this one, like DPC latency checker. It's still the same. And yeah, for example, here says some devices drivers on this machine behave bad and will probably cause dropouts in real-time audio and video streams. To isolate this misbehaving driver, use the device manager and disable, re-enable various devices. It's because like if your laptop has so many drivers that take up there's so much that's happening, and audio and video usually take up so much like CPU, and there's a way you can like optimize your software, your laptop, just to be maybe like a producer software. And for example, the power situation on your laptop, like not putting your computer into sleep, because yeah, it's just on and everything, like the power hubs, if you're not using them, you can just turn them off, because it usually helps mostly while performing. And yeah, you can just check this latency. I can share the links. Latency mode.
Hey everybody, so I have to report that just found out that you cannot use breakout rooms in a webinar format, so we can't break off into small groups. I think that's something we'd have to encourage you to do in your own time. So yeah, if you want to sort of check out Audio Movers independently, I think that would be the best way to do it. So yeah, sorry about that, everybody. We can't do the breakout rooms in this format.
Oh, that's cool. It's fine.
Yeah, okay, I'll just share yeah, you can just download these ones and run them on, like, yeah, the latency one is good because it shows like the details. Then if you see your CPU has like so much lag, you can just check on YouTube on how to like deactivate some stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can try and share my like Ableton audio. Or maybe somebody can share the audio movers link, then I can listen to, then you can try and sort of work or like share some sound through the other person's like audio movers. Like if somebody has installed like the receiver one. Yeah, so if somebody has like something, like they can just post the link and maybe you can try and join.
So just put the link in the chat or something.
Then maybe you can play us an audio or some. Let me try and.
Yeah, just give me a sec. Just give me a sec. The computer's kind of slow. So I don't know if that's coming through.
Yeah, yeah. So if you. What key are you playing at?
I'm an idiot, so C major.
Okay. Is everybody, so I'm just thinking, okay. Okay, let's try this with you, Victor. I'll share you my link, then you connect to mine.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Just log out and login again. Yeah, so you can add the listen to receiver on, maybe on your master and copy this link there. Or even anyone who's connected to Victor's can connect to mine. Then, for example, let's say we are playing in C major. So maybe Victor can start something, then, for example, and me I join in with something else. And knowing the key of the song or like the composition, it's easy for even all of us at the same time to make something together.
But this just occurred to me, maybe there's a downfall of not knowing the BPM.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it might be, it's prudent to tell the other person the BPM of where you are.
Oh yeah, maybe, yeah, even that could work. You connected to mine.
Yeah, it's Santuri 3, yes.
Yeah, okay, let me play something, or anybody who's connected to mine, I'll just play something and see. Yeah, but I think this won't sound. Can you hear anything?
No, not really.
I can.
Am I supposed to have both of them on my master, the listen to and the receiver?
No, I think you can put them on the
Just on the audio
so
track.
on the track, yeah, on audio track. So I only have receiver from on my master from yours, then this other one is on my audio track.
Oh, cool. So let's see. So you have the main on the listen to on your audio, on the audio track.
Yeah, so I have receiver on the master because I'm maybe receiving your audio. Then
yeah,
if I have an instrument, I'll just put the listen to one on a specific audio or MIDI track. Yeah. Is somebody playing something?
I should be having something playing, but I can't hear it.
Okay, maybe you can just play with like the track, the C, the song in C, or the sound in C.
Because it's just an instrument. Do you maybe have gear for the out for part of the gear where some of it goes to your headphones separately?
Sorry, I didn't hear.
I just want to know, like, on the receiver, do you maybe have like a separate output that goes to your headphones or speakers or something?
Yeah, if you have more than one output, you can choose, but not like on your headphones. Maybe if your sound card has different outputs on the selected stream, you can choose a specific output you want to listen to. Yeah.
Are you playing anything though?
I want to play a sound, but yeah. Maybe join with the link that I've sent you. Then just keep playing. Then I'll sort of look for an instrument just to layer on top of what you're playing. Yeah, but basically this, like, I find maybe collaborating like in real time can be a bit tedious because there's so much technicalities that you need to know and can be exhausting to set up before. So, for example, the weaving performance with Unsound was, I think, recorded not a month before, like some few weeks before, like the main recording, because I think Audio Movers is quite recent and it's so new, like to people, like the participants who took part in the project, and trying to like configure everything to work, yeah, together can a bit take some time. But yeah, like basically this is like the way one can maybe perform or like do something online. For example, if maybe Victor was sharing their screen, his screen, and I could just also follow up, like build up on what he's doing, and just like do a more like an improvised composition rather than making a beat like live or creating a beat and pausing. For Audio Movers, it can work like so best in like improv performances where you don't have to press pause. You know the key and you know the BPM, and you're performing. You're not like making a beat from start to finish, then that's it. So approaching or using this tool for like live is like more important or like essential, rather than, for example, sharing the screen, then pausing and sending each other like stems. I think that would work best if you're using like Ableton link and your Abletons are like linked together, so the other person can have access to the other side of the Ableton. The other person's Ableton, and can make changes to the other person. Yeah. But for audio movers, it's more like performing live could work best. And it's also interesting and a fun way to collaborate online, to perform online. Yeah.
So, Kamaru, audio movers, for the listen to, where should they still be? An audio track or the master?
I think if you're sending, because if I put my audio, so there are two, like the listen to and the receiver. The listen to is when you're sending your audio to the other person. So maybe if you want to send maybe your whole track or like your whole like tracks together, I'd put it on the master. But if I only want one specific instrument, I'll just put it on one channel, and the other person will put the receiver on. Yeah, they can put it anywhere because you're receiving the audio from maybe a specific track or channel on Ableton. But if you put it on the master, it can still work. But I think it's better to put like a receiver on a separate single audio track. Then the listen to is the one you can put it on the master. It'll work in both ways. Yeah. Because if you're performing and you put the main on the listen to without the receiver on the master, it means everything that you're going to play or make, everything that you're going to play goes to the master, then goes to the other person's computer. And for example, if you're doing just a one take recording and it's all improvised, you can just use it on one single audio track. I think it will be best if maybe after this, because you're all connected, you can just experiment with it and try to share your screens, to share like your audios together and see if it will work for you.
Kamaru, can I mention something? Hello, guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, loud and clear.
Ah, awesome. So I wanted to find out if everyone has a chance to log in to, or rather create an account with LANDR. Did everyone get a chance to do that?
Yeah.
Not
Awesome.
yet.
Please. Okay, for the ones who didn't, you can check the mail that I sent last. It has all the instructions in there. Let us know which mail you used to set up, and then you get a free 1 month worth of samples that you can reuse for your own projects and tracks and make better music in the long run, yeah? Other than that, we need to prepare for the next masterclass. And by this, I will send a link in regard to a site called Metapop, which works the same as Splice. If you guys know or understand how Splice works, it's more of a website where producers and content creators get to, post the projects, and other people from all walks of life and in the world get to, share more about that track. It's like you're working in a studio setup. You're different producers in one room, and you're throwing ideas to either one person who's making the track. But now this is happening online. So our next tutor will guide us more on how to set up all these things. and then we make great music from there, Sindio. But in the meantime, two things I need you guys to do. I posted a link on about the survey that I need everyone to fill thoroughly. If you can do that, please do so, as well as set up a LANDR account. Two things, just that, please. Thank you.
Cool. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yep.
Yeah, my mic went off. Yeah. I might be happy to like share like more links or more tools that I've been using for like online collaborations, or if somebody wants to have like a one-on-one session with like the audio movers and how to go about it, I'd be happy to explain to them.
Amazing.
I wanted to ask, what's the spelling? You said the LANDR page. What's that? Can you spell that?
LANDR.com.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I just put it in the chat also. Yeah, so how are people feeling? Are we happy to wrap it up from here and take our next steps offline and reconvene again on Wednesday for the remix topic? Or do we still have questions we'd like to pose to KMRU while we have him here?
I think personally I'll have to test the audio movers link to transmit stuff, so I can experiment with someone, maybe someone from the group, or yeah, I was working on something with Janice from the other class, so we'll experiment because she's coming from the coast and I'm here, so try and see how sound can be merged. But yeah, I'll be hitting you up, Kamalo, after this, because yeah, I don't think I quite get it right now, because I can hear what you're transmitting, but I'm not able to send anything out yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's an interesting tool to use, but also because I like most of my like online collaborations I've done is just by file sharing, and this is also efficient, but you're not like in person, or you're just sending files, and it's not like in real time, but also this works best sometimes, maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I had a question. I don't know if you can hear me. How, it's KMRU.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been using it, and are there any challenges that came up as you were trying to use it?
I've used it like 2-3 times, only like in a recording or like sending audio. It was a jam session, and we were like trying to understand the software itself. And yeah, the challenges is just like the setting up. After you can manage to like send audio and hear the other person's audio, it's easy to more like jam together with the other person. And yeah, the other time I did it with Lou, and he couldn't like send me his audio, so he was just hearing what I'm making, and I don't know why it didn't work for him. But like more of like a jam together, or if you even something interesting is like doing a DJ mix on Ableton, where you like plan different set, like you plan a set together with the other person that you're playing,
and like something which is like very like on the grid, and you know, like just two tracks, and the first person is in charge of the first track and the other person is like doing the other one. And yeah, so when the other person finishes, because you're like linked and you hear the other person, you can sort of try and mix. But if you like pre-plan a set, maybe even 3 or 5, maybe 8 tracks together, you can just try and experiment. Yeah, more of like a jam session, not really creating something together like in real life. Yeah. I think the answer to your question is more of like the technical bits, just understanding how one can be able to send audio to the other person and you can be able to listen to the other person's. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question. Maybe in regard to, maybe this is someone who is singing for the first time in this group. I'm not sure. Maybe for the sake of them, maybe you can just briefly explain to everyone how you fell in love with sound. You get?
Yeah.
Like what really triggered you to, to take that direction? Because we don't have so many guys who do what you do. Yeah.
And also to add on to that question, like how you choose to do like music as a major, like yeah, starting off from back then.
Okay. Yeah, because maybe it starts in KU, because I was in KU pursuing my degree, but in music also, music tech, but it wasn't very technical. But it's when I was in my second year, I realized that I can make music on my laptop, and realizing that you can like arrange something on a laptop and like a song was really intriguing to me. And since then, I was using FL Studio and I was just like experimenting and making like house or EDM or like electronic music, just trying to understand like more of music rather than sound. And yeah, this just like grew with like making and trying different styles of music and genres, just understanding and listening to a lot of music. And yeah, I've been interested and really fascinated by sound. It wasn't like very maybe intentional when I was making me. I didn't know that it was like I had this close connection with sound, but when I was in a residency, I think East African Soul Train in 2017. There was this, we were in a journey, on a train journey for a very long time, and there's this train sound. For me, it was like really interesting, and I recorded the sounds. And later, me and most of you guys know Leon. Leon was also there, Manchild, who produces for Chris Kaiga. He was in the train, and we made these 3 tracks based on the train sounds. And we thought like it would be interesting not to use maybe like to create sounds from sounds which are around us, to create like instruments or new sounds. And since then, I've just been fascinated by like the sounds around me, that there's so much sound that we miss out and maybe don't pay much attention to. And it also influences how we are living, because like the sound in Nairobi is quite different from like the sound here. And you just like, for me, I'm settling in and understanding like my environment and how it is here and comparing it to there. Yeah, and for me, it's also, I really wanted to understand like sound in a very deeper level, and that's why, yeah, I've just been experimenting and yeah, just trying stuff with sound rather than, yeah, more of sound and understanding sound. And yeah, it's just a learning process every day. Maybe that answered both of your questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, we're kind of already 20 minutes over time, so I think maybe we should draw to a close now. I would encourage everybody to post. We're all in a WhatsApp group now, to post in there if you have questions. Maybe we can dig out some extra resources in the meantime. And yeah, let's share what we have, what we're working on, and also want to thank all the guests that have tuned in as well, because we can see on our screen here all the participants, but we also have guests, particularly from the Simmer group, who have joined us for the next part of this course. So I hope it was useful and interesting for them also. Yeah, any final comments, Mike?
No comment. Actually, see you guys on Wednesday. And please make sure again. Please make sure you sign up on the LANDR account, and as well as fill the survey that's posted in the chat. Tafadhali, yeah. Tupatana pale kwa WhatsApp group.
Yeah, and a huge thank you to KMRU. Yeah, great stuff. Super interesting again. Great. Then let's maybe call it a night there. Enjoy your evenings, everybody, and we reconvene on Wednesday for the remix session, where it will be. You'll need an active copy of Ableton. We'll be actively working on music during that session. So stay tuned. So big thanks to KMRU. Thank you.
Thank you.
Say good night.
Good night.
Hello.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
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 Yeah, it was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, one question, David. David?
Yes, go ahead.
Do you think you'll be able to get some cereals for the new Ableton?
The new Ableton. let's talk about that offline, Rachel. Let's talk about that.
Okay. Okay.
We'll be in touch. Okay.
All right.
All right. Take
Bye.
care. Bye.
Mhm.